All right. Oos, oos, oos.
Oos, oos, oos.
Oos. Just make sure I'm centered. I'm sitting on this pillow. Okay. All right.
Oh, is it recording?
Yeah. One, two, three. Good morning, Bubus. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back. It's been a little bit of a hiatus. I think the last update that you heard from us, at least on the YouTube channel, was our little recap video that we did when we were driving back from the sale. I don't think we ever gave a proper recap, but in terms of the little hiatus we took, apparently the sale took more out of us than I thought. I don't know. For one, I felt very thrown off my game as far as just getting back into my regular rhythm. And I think, so it's really very related to what we were talking about in terms of eBay jail and how we got there in the first place. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go into it a little bit. So we had the Windy City Fest, Vintage and Artisan Fest, street fest, street vending opportunity last week. And it was a lot of fun. You know what? That was just last week, right?
That was just last week,
That was just last week. It was a lot of fun. We made some money, made a lot of sales. If anything, though, for me, it was a validation of, okay, we have good stuff. Nothing made me feel better than, first off, it was just on the street. So it's not like people were there literally just for vintage shopping. It was just a lot of people passing through and that kind of traffic. But the people that did stop by our tent and hang out and check out, they were checking out our stuff and they liked it, and that was very validating. It felt very good. But after all that, so part of the work of going and taking all this stuff for a sale is pulling stuff out of our inventory that's already listed in many cases, already listed on our website, eBay, etc. And so for everything that we pull off of there and bring to the show, we have to make sure that it gets put back in the original SKU, in its original spot, so that we know where to find it in the case that it gets sold later on down the line. And so that came to bite us in the butt the last time we did one of these sales, where we lost track of certain items and if certain things were sold already. And that's the one that is the biggest for us, is items that were sold were still listed on eBay and Poshmark and all those places. And when a eBay user goes and sees the item, wants to buy it, and then we have to disappoint them by saying, sorry, we don't have it anymore. eBay takes that very personally. Yeah. And threatens to shut us down. So we can't have that. And that's why we took the additional steps to do that. And I think the little added stress of doing that, I think really threw me off my game. And then also as soon as I went through and did all that, I was okay, I'm done for the week. I felt very accomplished just knowing where everything was. And then as far as going in and doing the other stuff for the week, I felt very I had already done everything that I needed to do. But that being said, we still did a little bit of sourcing last week. We still got some new listings up. I do I'm gonna put on the screen here now the shirt that's Julian Alexander, the centerfold. Oh yeah. The centerfold pinup shirt. Yeah. It was really cool. Oh, be quiet. And And then, so what else? So this week is a big week for us.
Yes.
And another reason why I really wanted us to sit down and do this episode today was this is a big week. So we have to be on our A game and making sure that we're doing all the things, including the hard things that we feel like we don't need to do. Mm-hmm. Right? We're doing this. We got a big week this week. At the end of the week, we have my brother's Hmong wedding up in Green Bay. To his wife. So we're really excited for that. It's a Hmong wedding. Mm-hmm. So if you guys are familiar with that, the Hmong culture, the Hmong people who came over, essentially the entire culture is their refugees. Their homelands have been taken away from them. And then their culture almost as a whole were brought over to the United States during the Vietnam War. Yeah. And so I'm excited to see that cultural part.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited. We get to dress up in traditional clothing as well, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. And so part of what it is that we need to do today is we need to finalize what it is that we're going to wear for the wedding. For the after, yeah. Yeah, for the after the ceremony part.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of stuff going on this week. But yeah, that being said, we just wanted to get this out there, set our intentions for the week, set our intentions for ourselves. And yeah, despite how crazy everything may be going on out there, we always have the power to take control of what it is that we're doing and how it is that we decide to take on the day. So thanks for joining, guys. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.